All right, guys, interesting day in crypto. Yesterday, Bitcoin was at $24,800 when I made the video, or actually, we're right around 25,000. And everybody's depressed. Everybody's saying it's over. I'm saying, we might get a dump down to 23. I don't know, but everybody's miserable. Don't trade it. This is your typical bear market, bull market price action. And here we are. Now we're right back up to 26,317. Pretty big pump, guys. I mean, over $1,000 in less than 24 hours. And that's why on this channel we've been saying, don't trade this shit. If you were to ask me yesterday, I would have probably said, if I had to trade it, if somebody said, gun to your head, you got to short this right now or you got to long it, I probably would have even shorted it because I was like, well, maybe we'll just go down to like 23.8. Who knows? The sentiment's bad. Everybody's expecting lower prices. And what does Bitcoin do? All the retail money sells yesterday. All the dumb money's scared. They're selling. People in my comments, everybody's talking about how we're going lower. And what does Bitcoin do? It decides to do the complete opposite. Go back up to 26.3. Now, could this be like a short squeeze type situation? Are we going to go back down to 24,000? I have no freaking idea. That's the thing, guys. Nobody knows what's going to happen until we get up to that halving. We could go to $30,000, back down to $20,000. Like, it's a complete guess. And trading it is pretty much a flip of the coin. I mean, you could long Bitcoin right now. Maybe we'll go to 30,000. You could short it. Maybe in 3 hours we'll be right back down to 24.8. You just don't know. But the good news is the interest is there. Your altcoins, are doing fine. Cardano's back up to almost 20. Okay, we'll call that 25 cents. Pretty much all of the losses are coming back. Doge up 3%. Even Solana back to $18. Ethereum, back above 1,600. So my point is, guys, don't get caught in the misery, in the sentiment. I was even feeling it yesterday too. Everybody's miserable. Oh my God, it's over. You got Data Dash out there making his negative videos. And what happens? Bitcoin just says, fuck you, I'm pumping $1,300. And that's what it does, and that's what it always does. So that's why I'm not a big fan. That's why I'm not a big fan on trading. Because it's luck. You win some, you lose some, but eventually you lose it all. You pay 50% taxes, I've already said it. All these guys on these trading channels talking about all the money they make, you have to pay 50% in taxes. And if they're not paying taxes in the United States, eventually the government, 5 years down the line, 10 years, they're going to get hit with a giant bill with penalties. That's why I like when you have a long-term crypto hold, you pay like so much less in taxes. 18%, 15%, maybe 20%. But when you're trading these things short-term, it's 50% taxes in the United States. So that's why it's not worth it. And that's why everybody who has a trading channel, they make their money from Bybit giving them kickbacks, all the exchanges giving them kickbacks, projects giving them kickbacks. They don't make their money from trading. They make money from you losing on trading. Just like I've always said, Carlton Sheets, the real estate guy, Don Labrie, the guy telling you how to make money by placing small personal ads in a phone book. They don't make money that way. They make money by you buying their shit. All these guys who promote who promote trading are selling shit. And yeah, it's shit. It is shit. Because that's what they're selling you, a lump of shit. These guys have no training. Bitboy has no training. He was a crackhead before he got on YouTube. Data Dash was living with his mommy and daddy before YouTube. The Bitboy channel with TJ, these guys were like selling loans. They were loan officers. They were selling, they were selling used cars. So none of these guys have any real training in trading, except for a few like Gareth Soloway and a few others. But even guys like Gareth Soloway, they make all their money not off trading, off selling you a service. While, at least Gareth Soloway, he's selling you a legitimate service. But these other guys, it's just a flip of the coin. All right, so we got the pump. That's good. There's been some Bitboy news. First of all, it looks like the Bitboy channel, they've gotten rid of the Bitboy name, which is actually kind of smart because I was saying, there's no way they can survive being Bitboy because they are not Bitboy. Ben Armstrong is Bitboy. So now they've changed their channel to the Discovery Crypto. I think it's going to be a complete fail. I just think they can't survive without the train wreck Ben Armstrong. But here they are. There's a little quick video they made just talking about their new network, and they're pretty much shitting on Ben Armstrong a little bit. And they're telling you how much they love Ben Armstrong, but then today they came out and they sued him, and we're going to talk about that too. So it's like with friends like these, and this kind of goes down to why you don't want to do business with a guy like Ben Armstrong, a crackhead, even though he created the whole thing. You don't want to do business with a guy with a substance abuse because it's going to backfire in your face. So here's a little bit of the video they made the other day of their new channel, Discovery Crypto.
Of a new era on this channel. As you know, Ben had been a part of this team and this channel for many years. We recently announced his complete removal and buyout from this company. In his own words,
Bitboy is dead. Bitboy is dead. But Bitboy is dead. There is no Bitboy. There's no Bit Squad. It's over.
There's no doubt his removal will have a dramatic effect on this channel. This decision was not made lightly and had many contributing factors. Up until this point, Ben has shared his version of the story with you.
You're gonna know now, I had an affair. And it went on for a while, but the fact is that I messed up. I can't make an excuse for an affair. Been taking diet pills, and I've been taking some steroids. I do steroids, guys. Big shocker. I take testosterone, and I take maybe some Dynabol every once in a while. It's not a big deal. And sometimes when you're in business and you're in the heat of battle, you forget the things that are really important. What's really important are the people that are around you. How you treat them. I threatened to beat the crap out of TJ when I found out he was trying to take everything from me. I threatened him, and I did threaten him. I act a little erratic. You guys, if you've ever seen erratic behavior on my channel, it's because I've been taking those diet pills. I just think at the end of the day, my perspective of what was going on was probably not accurate.
In addition to the things Ben has shared regarding his affair, substance abuse, and aggressive behavior towards employees, I promise you there is much more to this story.
Look at the shirt TJ's wearing. It's almost like he got it at Goodwill. Like, you're starting a new company here, man. You got to wear a nicer shirt than that. Like, and I guess I have no room to talk. I'm wearing a Jurassic Park shirt, but that shirt's really bad. And look at everybody who works for Bitboy Crypto. It looks like a methadone clinic. Like, there's a methadone clinic near my house. It looks like the guys who are outside of the methadone clinic waiting for their fix every day. This is a weird bunch here. But anyway, I'm not going to play. I really find TJ to be boring. And I find the Bitboy channel to be completely boring now without Ben Armstrong. So I'm not going to play too much more of this video. But this is it. They've started a new channel, Discovery Crypto. And of course, the only reason they even got to where they are right now is because of Ben Armstrong. They backstabbed Ben Armstrong because apparently Ben Armstrong was acting like a lunatic. And they're like, we got to get rid of this guy, Ben Armstrong, because he's just going to... And I agree with them on that front. The longer you stay with a guy like Ben Armstrong, your business will be doomed. So when I think about it, I get it. I get why they want to get rid of Ben Armstrong, because while he brings in views, he's going to bring the SEC in, and the whole channel will eventually get shut down. But my problem is, unfortunately, he's the guy who started the whole company. So how do you plan on surviving without, like, the main guy? It's almost like if you run a car dealership and say you got 4 car salesmen, but only 1 car salesman is selling cars. All the other car salesmen aren't selling any cars. Then that 1 car salesman leaves. Well, what are you left with? You're left with nothing. And that's what these guys are left with. Now, they might be able to ride off the coattails of their millions of followers for the next year, but there's no question that their revenues are going to take a hit. And now it looks like they're suing. I was listening to Crypto Banter this morning, and it looks like there's now a lawsuit. So let's see what's going on with that.
On February 24th, 2021, Armstrong formed a company, blah, blah, blah. The company, at the time, the formation of the company, and until thereafter, they each held 33% management in the company. So Ben had 33%, the 2 companies had 33%, and TJ had 33%. Okay, the company successfully generating revenue. Beginning no later than mid-July 2023. Okay, here it is. This is where the action starts. Okay, are you listening? Okay, so I'm not allowed to show it on screen because it could give away my source. It says, beginning no later than mid-July 2023, plaintiffs began to discover a pattern of misconduct by Armstrong including, inter alia, theft and mishandling of company assets, physical and verbal abuse and threats of physical abuse.
I believe that, and like, I'm going to chime in a little bit on this commentary because everything I've said about Ben Armstrong and Bitboy over the last couple of years has come true, but it all boils down to if you do business with a crackhead, they're going to steal from you, they're going to rob you, they're going to threaten people, they're going to make your life a living hell. And this is the mistake that TJ and all those other guys made going into business with Ben. But my problem is you knew Ben was a crackhead when you started doing business with him. You knew he had a shitty background. And Ben made you guys a lot of money. Because without Ben, you're working a regular job. You're selling cars, you're working as a plumber, you're digging ditches. That's what those guys are doing without Ben. Look at the cast of characters. Oh, did I close it? All right, I don't even know where it is now. I think I closed it. Oh, wait, here it is. Look at the cast of characters. These guys are not executives. They aren't working for JP Morgan. These guys are selling cars, digging ditches, plumber's helper, electrician's helper without Ben Armstrong. He gave them a life. Essentially, he gave them a life. So, going back to this channel. So that's why I'm kind of pissed off about the whole thing. Yeah, Bitboy was probably making your life, or Ben Armstrong was probably making your life miserable, doing all sorts of crazy things, but what did you expect? You did business with a crackhead and you're making a lot of money. So if you think you can just get rid of that guy and still be successful, I don't think it's going to work out, and I think it's kind of shitty.
Of company employees being under the influence or in possession of substances while on company premises and violating the company's operating agreement and company's policies. So they're accusing him. It's employee... Okay, so... hold on, I'm going to just move it onto the screen where I don't have to keep looking up. And I'm not going to show it on the screen because I have told my source that I'm not going to share it. But I mean, we have got the document, as you can see, in front of me. Okay. Unlawfully pledging, hypothecating, assigning and transferring, setting over, settling, delivering, pawning, otherwise exercising dominion over non-fungible tokens. So here they're talking about I think the Bored Ape that he owns. And what they're saying is that that Bored Ape was actually owned by the company, and Armstrong was pledging the asset as a security and using it to take loans, which totaled over $176,000 worth of loans.
Which makes me think that with Bitboy taking all the company money, trying to get loans, things like that he probably doesn't have any money. You know, I've said that. You guys can watch my videos over the last couple of years. I've said it. Guys like Bitboy, the minute they get money in, they spend it. They buy a Lambo. They buy a house. They need to show it off. They buy their wife a $1 million diamond. They give money away, you know, like MC Hammer. They give money away to all their friends because they want to flaunt it. That's all they want. They want to flaunt it because that's all that's important to them is being big man on campus. So now you have Ben Armstrong. This is what the allegations say. He's basically taking company assets and he's stealing it. He's getting loans. He's putting company assets up for collateral to get loans. This is typical crackhead stuff. If I opened up a plumbing company tomorrow with a crackhead, this would be happening. Within a year, the crackhead is stealing from company funds. He's taking the company credit card and he's giving all the money to hookers. That's what crackheads do. So none of this stuff is surprising to me, and it's just on a bigger level.
So that's the first thing. And they talk about this being transferred. Unlawfully pledging, assigning company property. So again, they keep talking about this loan that he took against the company's Bored Ape yacht club. Then it says here, unlawfully diverting sums as large as $50,000 per month from the company's sponsorship revenue to a company to an independent contractor who Armstrong was having an inappropriate relationship with. So here what they're saying is...
So what he's doing there is, and this is even like the kicker, this is typical crackhead stuff. He's taking company money, $50,000 a month of company money, and he's giving it to his little slut. His little slut he has on the side who's involved with the Ben token. He's funneling her $50,000 a month. You can't make this stuff up. Once a crackhead, always a crackhead. I said that on my YouTube channel. Years ago, people would give me shit about it. Oh, you're so mean. People have substance abuse. Hey, this channel is about making money. This channel is about making money, and you're not going to make any money if you're doing business with a crackhead. So essentially, I understand why they wanted to get rid of Ben, but you made a deal with the devil. If you make a deal with the devil, you got to deal with it. That's the deal you made. Ben made you millions. And now you shouldn't kick him to the curb. You should get him help. You should get him in recovery and sit his ass down and make sure everything goes well. If you guys over there at Hit Network are really Ben Armstrong's friend, you would sit him down and make sure everything is good to go. But no, you just want to get rid of the guy. You want to discard the guy who made you millions of dollars. And that's why I've always said, with friends like these, would you guys do business with any? Would you guys do business with this guy? I don't think so. I would never do business with that guy. I mean, these people are just all backstabbers. No matter what Ben has done, you guys are digging ditches without Ben Armstrong. You can change your name to Discovery Crypto. You can do all this crap, but you guys are now forever backstabbers. It doesn't matter what dirt you have on Ben. He was stealing. He was on crack. He was on diet pills. He was having an affair. He was threatening TJ. Whatever the fuck he was doing, without Ben, you guys are digging ditches, and that's why this is bad news for you guys. It doesn't matter what Ben did, because Ben is the reason you guys exist. Yes, he's a crackhead, he's a scammer, blah, blah, blah. You knew all that going in. You knew he was a scammer. And the minute you guys made money, you discarded him. And that's why I have a problem with it. Because you make a deal with a crackhead, you got to deal with it. All right.
Is that he was taking money from the company, $50,000 a month, and paying it to a company which was allegedly owned by Cassie, who is the lady that Ben was allegedly having an affair with. Okay, next. Physically attacking company employees on company premises during normal business hours and after hours by groping, grabbing, punching, pulling, thrusting, tackling, placing hands on, bending over, throwing full bottles of protein shake, and or engaging in lewd, obscene, and humiliating nature and verbally abusing company employees. All of this, remember, whilst under the influence of allegedly steroids and Adderall and a whole lot of other things. Again, this is not my allegations.
Anyway, so that's it. That's what's all come out. Nothing shocking. This is stuff we all predicted on this channel many years ago. But me personally, you guys, like I said, TJ, all you guys, you knew what you were getting into when you made a deal with Ben Armstrong. Ben Armstrong, you knew he was crazy. You knew he was a crackhead, but you saw he had a lot of views. You saw people really liked him when it came to crypto and were taking his advice. So you decided to latch onto him. And once you guys got to a certain point, you backstabbed him. Because I guarantee Ben Armstrong has been doing all this same shit for years. You know, 2 years ago, Ben Armstrong was promoting every scam in the book. You guys think you're such a good company over there at Bitboy Crypto? You guys were pumping every scam in the book. You were right by his side when he was pumping Pamp Token, Bideo. Every scam in the book that Bitboy, Ben Armstrong, was promoting, he was doing alongside TJ. TJ didn't have a problem with it, but now all of a sudden he has a problem? Bullshit. I don't believe it. You guys are all just, in my opinion, Georgia white trash, and that's my story. And look, I mean, look at the background here. This is Georgia white trash. These guys would sell their mother out for, you know, for $1,000. And my thing is, if you're friends with Ben Armstrong, get him in therapy, get him help, figure it out. Ben Armstrong created the whole channel. You guys would be nothing without him. And I say that as somebody who says, Ben Armstrong, he's a scammer, he's a sleazeball, he's a crackhead, but you shouldn't have made a deal with a crackhead. All right. You know what, guys? Without this Bitboy news, I would really have nothing to talk about because the markets are boring right now. We'll go back to Bitcoin a little bit. We're still at 26,136. We might go back down to the mid 25s. Maybe we'll go back down to where we were yesterday, 24,900. My point is, trying to predict what Bitcoin's going to do tomorrow, the next day, it's flipping a coin. You might as well just go to the casino. You pretty much have the same odds. There's big market makers behind this that are pumping and dumping the price. All you should be doing right now is looking for cheap prices. And if you do that, you're going to do really well in 2024, going into 2025. There's just really not much else to talk about. I wish there was, but if it wasn't for this Bitboy news, you know, Oh, another thing going. All right. Oh, last Bitboy news. So remember, Ben Armstrong was supposed to be doing a live stream today. I guess at like noon, 11 or 12, because I think that's when the other Bitboy channel does it, and I don't see a live stream. And also remember that lawsuit dropped today. Yeah, so I don't see a lawsuit. The last video, now unless he's going to do one later, but the last video I see that he made was the one that I played from 2 days ago. So that leads me to believe that Bitboy or Ben Armstrong might be in a spot where he's such an emotional wreck right now, like on all the diet pills, the amphetamines, just like I'm wrecked. Like this might be a very unreliable YouTube channel. Like he might be throwing out a video once a week, but it might just be like all over the place. Like he may have lost his groove. He might, I mean, I don't want to go like too deep on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see Ben Armstrong like in some sort like a halfway house or like a recovery, or just basically gets off the internet altogether because he has like a mental breakdown, because the guy's very very fragile to begin with, and now you just have with the lawsuits and everything, this guy is not a happy camper right now. I feel like he's just an absolute mess, and like I said in my video yesterday, I think it's karma coming back to get him. But while it's nice to see karma getting Ben Armstrong, I want to see karma get these guys. And the only way karma can really get these guys is if people just don't watch their videos. So we're going to have to monitor and see if people are actually watching their videos. But I feel like these guys are even worse than Ben Armstrong, because they're just like backstabbers. No matter how much of a pain in the ass he was to work with, he gave them a life. Okay, and that's it. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.